Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to Life in Motion. I'm your host, Grace Becker. I'm a licensed mental health therapist and enthusiast of life. And today I'm joined with two of my really good friends. We have Alyssa Erickson.
Hello.
And then Leah Lobitz.
Hello.
We met in college. We all went to school together at MSUM. But currently, Leah and Alyssa are going to Grand Forks at UND. Leah is studying to become a occupational therapist, and Alyssa is studying to become a speech language hearing pathologist, right? Yeah. SLP. I always know that they're called SLP, but the degree name is long as fuck. It's like speech language hearing science major. It's so long. But how are you two doing today?
I'm good. I am also good.
Good. First time being on a podcast.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Never been on a podcast before.
I've never been on live television before.
So we all have our own little drinks.
Oh.
So how about each of you share what you're drinking?
I'm drinking hot chocolate because I wanted to have a fun little drink too, and it's in a cat dad mug.
Yeah, Leah's a cat dad. Oh, we'll have to bring out Milo. We'll have to grab Milo to show you guys him.
Yep. I'm drinking a banana latte. It's homemade syrup. And you hear it right there.
In her Nara Smith era.
Yeah.
And I have an Alani. It's the watermelon wave flavor. This is not their newest. They came out with the newest flavor of like this like pink slush or something. Not pink slush, but some like pink and orange one. But this one's pretty good. I like these ones. Have you guys ever had Alani before?
I never have. They're so good.
I love the Witch's Brew. That's probably my absolute favorite.
That's such a fun title.
One. Yeah, isn't it? They only bring it out during Halloween fall time, but this one's pretty good.
So you have to stock up in the fall.
Basically, yeah, that's true. I have to stock up.
Also, you do it with peach beer.
Oh, I haven't gotten peach beer in a hot minute.
Peach beer? Oh my gosh. That doesn't sound good.
It is good, actually. Well, I like it.
Does it taste like actual beer?
Yeah, but with peach.
Okay. See, I don't like the taste of beer.
Do you like any types of beer? Like even at breweries?
Some, but
okay.
I guess just not like dark anything.
Oh, me neither.
Any like Bush or something like that. I can only maybe have like one. But I also am not gonna go to beer first. Like that's not my first choice.
Same.
Yeah. Should I grab Milo so everyone can meet him? Okay.
We need to introduce him.
Set that on your knee really quick. I'm gonna grab him. Oh. Come here, Milo.
He's very confused what's going on today.
Do you think he'll speak if we?
Yeah, just like pull his leg.
All right, Milo.
Say hi.
This is Milo.
No. Say hi. No.
And he's gone.
Okay.
He's has stage fright.
Yep.
Get back in here.
He's actually a very vocal cat, so this is unusual for him.
He's nervous. He's got stage fright, like you said. Well, when the three of us were gonna come up with an episode to do, we were trying to think of a topic, and we wanted to do like a Q&A style. So we have a bunch of questions that I asked on my Instagram and my TikTok story and when I put it on there, it's like, no topic is off limits. And people sent some very interesting questions, for sure. We have questions from like fruit to attraction to retirement. So there's definitely a big range of things to get into today. But before we do that, just, I don't know, what's life been like? Anything that's been going on?
Don't go to grad school. It's terrible. But the semester's almost over, so.
Yeah, no, it'll be better.
It's almost May. When are you guys done?
The middle of May.
Yeah.
And then I have a week off, and then I start the summer semester, but Alyssa has longer off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Mm-hmm. At least you get the summer off before you got to start up again.
Well, no, we don't get the summer off.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're working, though. Like you're doing your intern?
No, I have anatomy in the cadaver lab this summer, and I'm horrified.
In the summer?
Yeah.
Oh, in the heat, that would...
And it's a 16-week course in like 8 weeks' time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because the summer months are so much shorter, so the class... Yeah, I remember having that for grad school as well. And it was kind of stressful because you're trying to get a full semester in a shorter amount of time, and it can
also
get overwhelming.
Trying to enjoy summer still. Get a
Yeah.
tan.
Yeah. Summer is, we don't get many months of it up here, so it's nice to enjoy it when you can. So the other day I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts. It's a true crime podcast called My Favorite Murder. Have either of you heard of it?
That
I've
stuff
heard
scares
of it.
me.
It scares you. You've heard of it, Leah?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Okay. But so in it, the hosts, Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hartstark, were talking about something that they discovered from the news as of recent. I don't know if either of you have heard of this, but Valerie, the douche hound, it's a dog, went to Kangaroo Island with its owners in Australia, but then ran away from them. And has been this dog was just living off of the land on Kangaroo Island for 500 something days. And he finally made it home, but they were
That's
reunited.
impressive for a little dog like that.
Yeah, a little sausage dog.
I don't think I could do that.
He was living his best life though.
Yeah.
His best life just on this island. How he stayed because he wasn't malnourished or anything. So it's interesting to see how a little sausage dog could survive.
Maybe he made friends with, I don't know what animals are in Australia.
Oh, Kangaroo Island. I don't know.
Maybe he got adopted by some kangaroo mom.
There you go. Just lived out in her pouch.
Yep.
I would love that.
Milo would not be able to survive.
Oh, no.
No.
No, he
My
wouldn't.
cats wouldn't either. Milo has a better chance. He has his claws in the front.
Oh, true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to use them, though.
No.
No. Yeah. But that. I thought that was just so cute. At first, it was kind of sad. I'm like, oh, this dog and the owners were so devastated, but reunited, so everything's better days now.
They should make that into a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
So good.
like a little clip, a little short one. That'd be cute. Little short story. Okay, I know that also we were talking about what noodles we would be. Have you guys thought about that?
I think I would be a shell noodle.
A shell noodle?
Yep. But my favorite noodle is cavatappi noodles.
Favorite to eat.
Yes.
But if you were a noodle, you'd be a shell noodle.
Yes. Because I'm quiet at first, but then once you know me, I never shut up.
Okay, word. I like that. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I traveled up here to see Leah and Alyssa. And yesterday when we were talking about how the podcast is going to go, we got on the topic of what kind of noodles we would be. And Leah was, you were saying you were going to be a shell. Would you be a small shell or the big shell?
Ooh. I don't know. I think the big shells are more fun.
I think so,
and
too.
I'm really tall, so probably those.
Yeah, probably. I was thinking about this yesterday, too. I think it's called pappardelle noodle. It's like a wider version of a fettuccine noodle. And it's just it's I think of it as like a big, thick ribbon. And I just feel like that fits my vibe. It's curvy.
I can see
it's
that.
long.
Whoa, yeah.
I just feel like I am a pappardelle noodle, and they're just so fun to eat.
Okay, so I looked up types of noodles on here because I'm not sure what I would be, but I think I would be ramen noodles. Not like the cheap 50-cent ones, but like good
Quality
ramen noodles.
That's a good one. Especially, you can do so much with ramen noodles.
So good.
So many different types of dishes. That's a great one. Versatile. Yeah. Is that why you picked it?
I just like ramen noodles.
Fair enough. Well, if there's nothing else, do you guys just want to jump into the questions that we got?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay. So we have quite a few different questions here. The first one is, if you could redo college, what would you do differently? So yeah, we've all gone to bachelor's degree and then master's degree, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, if I would have known what I wanted to do in high school, I probably would have came to UND first, and then I would be in my last year of grad school. So that would have been nice. But also, I enjoyed my time at MSUM, and I wouldn't know either of them if I didn't go to MSUM. So
No.
yeah,
I'm glad that
don't
you
know.
came to MSUM.
I am too.
Yeah.
Roll drags.
Roll drags. I also understand that it's kind of frustrating realizing later,
Yeah.
oh, like if I'd done this, I could have saved a year of schooling and money. I also experienced that with I was thinking about going to go to psychology, and if I had if I was going to do that, I wouldn't have had to get my master's degree. I could have just gone straight from my bachelor's to getting the doctorate. So that was a little frustrating finding that out. Like, these are things I wish was talked about more often. What about you, Alyssa?
Kind of in the same boat as Leah. Like, I liked MSUM, but I feel like going from MSUM to UND, it's like a lot different what we're learning. So, I don't know. I feel like MSUM was a bit like, I feel like the students at UND learned more in their undergrad, so it was nice at MSUM. Like, I could work, I had more free time, but I feel like I'm a bit behind now because I feel like I didn't learn as much there. But I don't know. It's tricky because, like, I wouldn't have met you guys if I didn't go to MSUM, and I liked it, so it's fine. Yeah. But I'm like, wow, I wish I knew all this stuff coming in. It would have been so helpful.
Yeah. When I was thinking about this, there's nothing that I regret. Like, I don't regret having done something or regret not having done something. However, if I could go back and maybe add something, I wish I would have gone to more, like, sporting events. I wish I would have done more of those little events that campus would host. Yeah. Especially that freshman year, living on campus. Afterwards, maybe not as much, except for maybe sporting events. Just because I would have liked to have gone out there and, like, meet more people.
Like, I only went to events if they were, like, free food.
Yeah, yeah. Or, like, if all of us wanted to go. I know that there was a few times when all of us would go to, come to paint night.
Yeah.
And watch a Bob Ross video and paint. It would have been
I forgot about
great
that.
to do
I
that.
forgot about that, too.
Yeah, so definitely more clubs, more sports. And you also, both of you were saying to have just known differently about your programs specifically.
I would lock in.
Yeah. Anything that either of you would have done differently when you were, like, a freshman compared to your, like, how you went about classes, like, how you studied for them? Anything
Yes.
different?
I feel like freshman year, I had a dorm to myself because my roommate just went off and did her own thing. But, so I had a dorm to myself, and I would, like, sleep in super late, stay up late. And I feel like freshman year, it was like COVID, so there was nothing happening. I was in a dorm by myself. There wasn't, like, any schedule or routine at all. I would just, like, sleep in super late. There's nothing to do. So I feel like I didn't understand how to, like, study for classes or anything like that. Like, I didn't have any sort of routine, and I feel like I need a routine.
You thrive off of routine.
Yes, I thrive off of a routine. Otherwise, like, I can't focus. My head's just, like, in Alyssa land. So,
frequent visitor of Alyssa land.
yeah, Leah, do you know what Alyssa land is?
Way too well.
Yeah.
You two have been roommates for a long time.
Yes, we have.
So you probably know. Each other.
Yeah, I think I would have, like, had a structured routine, and I think that would have, like, helped so much. But
yeah,
it's okay. You live and you learn.
Sometimes those routines, I know personally, I also thrive off a routine, and I can keep a routine going for a good amount of time. But sometimes I have, like, a weekend where I went home, so I didn't get to, like, do my normal weekend stuff to prep for the week ahead. So then my week is kind of thrown off, and my routine is thrown off. And sometimes it can be hard to get back on track, especially when you're a college student, going to classes, homework, if you have a job, making time for family, friends, significant others. It's overwhelming.
It is.
It is a lot. Yeah. Leah, how about for you?
I don't know. Freshman year was a blur. Like, we didn't do anything. So, like, maybe, well, like, that was COVID year, so, like, they didn't have a lot of events on campus, but maybe go to more of those. I don't think I knew how to study until this year, like, when I started grad school, honestly, so.
That would be such an interesting class to have, like, how to organize, manage school with life.
That would be so helpful.
That would be.
It really should be a thing. You have to experiment with what works for you.
Yeah, they kind of had a class like that in my program, and I hated it.
Didn't they have?
They had first year experiences.
Yeah, that's what it was called, first year experience. But
But they just taught us, like, this is what e-services is.
Yeah.
This is how you look at events on campus. And then we had
Right.
to read a book.
Yeah, we did too. We read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that what you both read as well?
Mm-hmm.
Such a good book. If you haven't read it, recommend it. I really liked it. I don't know about you two.
I don't think I read it.
Oh, you did? I don't remember it. You don't remember it? Oh my gosh.
I should have read it though.
It's so good. I have it sitting in my office and I recommend it to people as soon as they tell me that they like nonfiction, but also not the type of nonfiction where it's like, oh, let's learn this like Pythagorean theorem or like like it's like his life story and it's just really cool. Really good book. And he's a comedian now, I think, too. So
I think so.
yeah, so he's all over the place. Okay, yeah. Okay, the second question is how to emotionally get past blackmail / sextortion. And the person who sent this in said from recent events I fear. So, wow. They didn't clarify if, I'm assuming they're the person who's being blackmailed / like the sextortion stuff is happening to them. For people who don't know what sextortion is, it's basically when, like the idea of blackmail, except sex and sexual events are involved. So it would be like, if Alyssa was like, oh, if you do this thing or if you don't do this thing, I have this information about you, like you had sex with this person or you, which I know you did, but like, you know what I'm saying? And I held
That's
it
crazy.
against you
Yeah.
to get something out of you. So like blackmail, but just some sort of sex element is involved.
Wow.
What do you guys make out of this question? How would you go about it?
So it sounds like it already happened. So they're just like emotionally getting past it.
Yeah, definitely need more information to get
Yeah.
this person's specific situation.
I would say go to therapy.
Yes.
Therapy. Go
Yeah.
to a therapist for sure. I recommend that like every episode.
Listen to this podcast.
Listen to this podcast. What I find it interesting that they said how to emotionally get over it, to get past it, because my first recommendation would be, depending like what the situation is, go to the police, go to someone, because blackmail is very serious and sextortion very serious. So if that's something you feel comfortable with, going to the police or someone that you trust, like if it happened on campus, maybe go to your campus police and see what they can do, what they can help with. As far as how to emotionally get through it, that would be hard. Like, did you lose a friend? Was it a friend who was doing this to you? Because then you got to kind of grieve the loss of that friendship. Did it hurt your trust in somebody? Milo made
the
appearance.
cat.
Oh.
Do you
Hi, Milo.
do you like struggle with trusting now? Because then there's work to do through that. So there's just different elements that I think emotionally that could come up through blackmail / sextortion.
Do you want to speak?
Oh,
I feel like go to the people you trust, like your friends or your family, and just like, I don't know, I feel like having a relaxing day or like play cards, watch movies, something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that'd help, but like maybe
get
it puts
something
you
to
in
get
a
your
better
mind off of
mood.
it, kind of. Yeah.
Should I ask ChatGPT what they think?
You can. Yeah, you can look it
Okay,
up
I
and see
will.
what they would say. I can tell you right away, they're probably going to say go to, like, get legal help or go to a therapist. Not everyone can afford to go to therapy, right? That's partially why I like having this podcast out there for people to go to. Emotionally, I would say, one, if you find yourself becoming triggered from anything that reminds you of it, or say the situation's not over, you're still going through it, definitely do some mindfulness grounding exercises if you ever start to feel anxious or overwhelmed with the situation. You could do box breathing, some deep breathing. You could do a grounding exercise that has two different names, self-soothing or 5-4-3-2-1. Basically, you use all 5 of your senses in your environment. And you're like, okay, what are 5 things I can see? What are 4 things I can feel? 3 things I can smell? You know, like you just go through all the senses.
I do those.
Yeah.
So helpful.
So helpful. Leah, do you do anything like that? Like box breathing?
I do box breathing.
Yeah, that one's really good. I always go to those right away whenever I'm personally feeling anxious or overwhelmed, just to chill out and cool my nervous system. I'm able to think more clearly when I do that. And then once you have done that, then I would reflect on, okay, what do I need? Do I need to set some boundaries with a person, with myself? Do I need to get like therapy help? Do I need to distract myself? What would be the most productive in this moment? So asking some of those reflective questions, and then just time too, don't you think? Like, things right away always feel so overwhelming and overbearing, and like it's never gonna go away. But with time, it really does help, ease the situation. What did ChatGPT come up with?
All right, so Chat came up with, it says, remind yourself you are not at fault. Number 2, reach out to someone safe. Separate yourself from the abuser. Take back control. So it says set boundaries.
Word, love it.
Save evidence safely, if that's an
no,
issue.
that's a good point, right? Like if you're gonna go to the police for it, save evidence of the blackmail slash sextortion.
Create a small action plan for yourself. 1 step a day is enough, so maybe take it day by day. Forgive yourself, not them.
I think guilt would be such a big thing in this with the blackmail slash sextortion, because it can be so hard going through that of like, okay, I did this thing to express my sexual orientation or my identity, and now it's being used against me. That would be so hard and invalidating, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hard. Yeah. So guilt I could see being a big aspect of, okay, is this like wrong? It's being used against me in this way. That must mean I'm wrong, that I'm bad. But you're not, right? Like how it's saying, separate yourself from the event, right? You're not, at first it feels like I'm a victim of this. And eventually with time it can feel like, okay, I'm a survivor of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it says, if you're angry at yourself and saying like, why did I trust them? Why was I so stupid? It says that's trauma talking.
It is very self-judgmental.
Yeah, and then it also says seek professional help and then reframe your future, that it doesn't define you. So, yeah.
There's lots of ways to do it. I know in therapy, as far as when people have the thoughts or those things of, oh, this is all my fault, or, oh, if this gets out, everyone in my family or friends are going to drop me. This, like, irrational thinking.
Which is exactly what it is. It's irrational.
Yeah, exactly. So it's helpful if you can first recognize it when you're doing that. Like, that's part of the battle, is just bringing it to your awareness of, okay, I'm doing these things. This is definitely not helping the situation. And then challenging the thought from, you know what, like, if this, like, were to get out, then it doesn't look bad on me. It looks bad on the person who's doing this. Like, this person is using this information against you. That definitely reflects more on their character than it does on yours.
Yes.
So some of that thinking can help.
I agree.
Yeah. I also like the idea of distraction. Sometimes it's just helpful to get your mind off of it too. Any other thoughts with this one, you two?
I don't think so. I feel like
very interesting
you answered
question.
it very well.
Thank you. Some of these I think I just have more maybe a professional experience with.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's a little bit easier to come up with things. Okay. The third one, this is one that you two I bet could come to have some thoughts with, is what is the most chaotic fruit? What do you think they mean by chaotic fruit? This question.
There's so many levels. It could be like the name, what it looks like, the vibes it gives off. I don't know.
I mean, I know you said sexual grace, but that is not where my brain went.
I don't know. I just feel like that's just my brain just goes to it. Dirty mind, chaotic fruit. Okay, what do you think it
Well,
means?
I feel like pineapple maybe, because it has that like spiky crown on top. It's kind of pokey.
that would hurt going in. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Grace.
They would.
You're right, it would. Or maybe like pomegranate, because it's like you eat the seeds of it, not like the fruit of it, and it just looks weird, and it's so much work to be able to eat it.
Pomegranate's a bitch to get those seeds out.
Oh, it is.
But they're so
good.
Yeah, they're so good though. Worth it. Well worth it. Most chaotic fruit. You're right. If you like different levels, if we were thinking about it how I initially thought about it, I was thinking like peach, banana.
Okay.
But if we're just going based on like chaotic exotic kind of vibes, then yeah, probably those lesser known type of fruits, like a kiwi is kind of chaotic. It's very sour, very punchy.
And it's
really
hairy.
like it. Hairy, yep, furry on the outside. Apparently some people eat the fur, like the skin of a
Really?
kiwi.
Ew.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Bananas are a berry, but strawberries aren't a berry.
That's so weird. I didn't know that.
The
We're
more you
living a
know.
lie.
Why aren't strawberries berries?
Because the seeds are on the outside.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Huh.
What did you come up with, Alyssa?
Well, I had an idea. I was looking it up, but I think jackfruit.
Ooh, have you
Those
ever
are-
had it?
I think so. It's like not bad. It's just like weird.
I think that's an Asian fruit.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, so it's not like what we're used to. Yeah, it's definitely not a fruit that is eaten often. But yeah, I think I've had it once and it looks,
It's like orangey on the inside, I think.
yeah.
Like cantaloupe?
I don't think it has the same taste as it, but I think it
No.
has a similar color.
Okay.
I've never had jackfruit personally, but I've always wanted to try it. Do either of you know who Bretman Rock is?
Yes.
I am obsessed with him. He is an influencer slash makeup artist slash like entrepreneur. He's funny as well, like so relatable and iconic. And he lives. Where does he live? It looks like it's like some island. It's gorgeous there. His home is beautiful. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up on TikTok or YouTube. His home is beautiful, but he's always eating these different types of fruits, and he grows some of his own fruits, and he'll have segments where he's like, try these mangoes with me, try this white mango
I love mangoes.
versus pink. Yeah, mango's so good.
So good.
That's an influencer I am actually very envious of. Like, he's just living in paradise with his
Wow.
peacocks and his
Peacocks?
yeah,
want a peacock.
chickens, yeah, eating fruits. Like,
Have you guys ever had papaya?
I don't think I have.
I think so. That's good.
Did you like it?
I think so.
I hated it.
Papaya.
Papaya. I don't know if it was the texture or the flavor, but I literally gagged when I ate it.
I feel like I liked it.
I
can't
like
remember.
plums, like plums or
yeah.
nectarines. Those are good too. That's where my mind went.
Oh,
with.
I love plums.
Yeah, those are good. Okay, so those are the chaotic fruits. Take it how you will. Let us know what you take that as, listener. Like, when you hear what's the most chaotic fruit, what do you think of? If I was also thinking about chaotic and like it's kind of a bitch of a fruit, pineapple probably,
Yes.
because you
So
have to
good.
cut it up so you can avoid the core, but you also don't want too much of that outer skin.
And also the core is hard to like separate from the rest because it's like the same color. It's just a different texture.
Right? Yeah, you have to like just guess, kind of.
My friend got me a pineapple core and I completely forgot about it until now. And then I used it. It was so easy.
Oh my god,
It was so nice. So now I just keep buying pineapples and just using that.
I gotta come here more often for
know.
pineapple. That sounds so good and so easy. Okay, the fourth question: what is something completely normal that turns you on?
Okay. Okay. You know, like the smell of burgers on a grill?
Yeah.
Every single time I like go for a walk or like drive with my windows open and I smell someone grilling burgers, I'm like, I need a husband immediately. Like right now, I need a husband and he needs to be grilling me burgers.
Oh.
I don't know why.
So, does that make you attracted to whoever's grilling, or just kind
Well, I
of
don't
you get
normally,
this?
yes,
scenario?
or like this future.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just like, husband now.
Babies.
Yeah.
Babies as well.
So when you like smell burgers being cooked on a grill, you like think of like, oh, like this hot man grilling your food, and
Yep.
you're like a scenario.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I like a little visual, little imaginative, hallucination. I'm just kidding. Okay, Alyssa, how about for you?
Mine like also is like smell, like I forgot the name for it, but it's like pheromones or like basically
Pheromones?
Pheromones. Yes.
Pheromones.
Pheromones. Yes. So like my boyfriend, if I smell him, he might even like his armpits, he might be a bit smelly, but like it smells good.
Like a musk. Like a good musk.
like a musky smell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it smells good. Like it's his how do you say
Pheromones.
Pheromones, yes. But I'm like, your armpits smell good. And he's like, what is wrong with you? But the cat has some.
He'll just make
say.
his appearance every
Yeah.
now and then. Don't mind him. He's curious. He wants to be a podcaster someday. Okay, so the pheromones, just like that natural body musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his armpits.
Armpits.
Yeah, armpits.
Man, armpits. Do you like body hair?
Well, I don't know.
Like, I personally am like, I don't like too
back
much
hair?
However, like, I don't
No.
like back
Not
hair.
back hair. No.
I don't like chest hair really that much either. Some is okay.
A little
Some is
bit, but if
okay.
it's like a whole
But it's
thing,
like a
that's
forest,
Ooh,
yeah.
If they look like a Sasquatch, then maybe not.
I like beards too. I like facial hair.
Yeah.
When Jaden grows out, like, he can't always have it because he's in the army, so he like has to shave it. But when he grows it out, I'm like, oh my god, like, give it to me now.
What do you guys think of mustaches?
I like them.
Depending on how it's cut.
I agree.
Depending on
Because
how it's
some
cut.
people look like, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
mustache.
And some people can't pull them off, you know,
Yeah.
like
True, yeah.
yeah, like sometimes if the person's already kind of creepy and then they get a mustache, immediately I go to like,
yeah,
"Ugh,
no.
you look like a serial killer."
Yeah. You know, like the Monopoly board game dude's
Yeah.
mustache? I saw someone in real life who had a mustache like that.
Ew.
And it was like curled at the end. I was like,
Oh,
wow.
that's so
Oh my
gross.
God.
Which, like, can you imagine, like, when he gets out of the shower then and he doesn't style it? It's like hanging down. Like, that's
Yeah.
gross.
Yes. That'd be so funny. Wake up to that every morning. Yeah. Depending how it's cut. Something completely normal that turns me on. Definitely like clothing matters. Like, clothes, it's so natural just to like wear whatever. I personally am really drawn to like dark clothing.
Oh, yes.
So when Jaden has on like a black t-shirt.
Yes, the black t-shirt.
I'm like, oh my god, please give it to me now.
Give it to me, Rachel.
Give it to me, Rachel. Yeah, so that, or when he's wearing his cologne, I kind of agree with the the
cologne
musk,
too.
the musk thing, like because throughout the day his cologne will kind of blend in with his natural body sweat, and it just smells so good.
So good.
Oh yeah. Anything else? Like, what about like actions? Like, if a man like opens a jar for me, I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh my god.
I think when a guy has really nice teeth, too.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice teeth. That's a good
Nice
one, yeah.
teeth.
Especially because, honestly, when I was dating, it was kind of rare to find a guy with really nice teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the making the bed?
Oh my gosh. So
No.
a long time ago, I saw this TikTok of this dude who made a bed, and like he just like flipped his comforter so perfectly, and it like landed on the bed, and then it folded perfectly, and I was mesmerized by it. I was like, "How did you do that?" Well, that as well. But I was like, "How did you do that so well?"
Have you ever seen those TikToks with the guys that are like making chicken and they like put oil on the chicken and they like run their fingers down it?
Yeah, that's so gross.
Kind of. I was reminded of that when you were talking about the bed thing. Does that attract you, or is it like, what do you think of those?
No,
videos?
that's
I don't think
Gross.
I've seen
It's
those.
gross.
No, we're gonna have to send some to you, Leah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know the ones that the dude, I don't remember the TikTok sound, but it's the dude who's like dancing and just like having a grand old time. This is making no sense, but the comments are always like, I feel like a female bird. Or like, I
Oh,
resonate
yes.
with a female bird because like they're watching the man dance and it's like, I get it.
That's
Yes.
so funny.
I've seen those more recently. Like, that's
Me
like
too.
a newer video
Yeah.
trend that's going on. Yeah, where it's like he's just doing some other like random dance, and
Looking
then
like a dork,
just mesmerized,
but a
by
hot
it.
dork.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, there's different types of hot. Like, you can be like a
for
hot
sure.
nerd guy, but you could also be like a hot Alyssa's favorite, or you could be like a hot, like, not like a douchebag, but
Like frat boy.
not even, like mafia. Like, to me, like mafia vibe.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Maybe that's my dark romance side of me
I
coming
was say, have
out.
you been reading too many dark romances?
I was rereading. I'm rereading Haunting Adeline, not Hunting. And that one is dark. If none of you have read it, it's, if you like dark smut, read Haunting Adeline. That one's pretty intense though.
Or Butcher and Blackbird?
Yeah, you were just
That
talking
one,
about that
yeah,
one.
you're gonna have to read that one.
I want to so bad.
Kind of scary. Well, I was scared.
I was gonna say, it's very rare that I'm like off put by stories like this, just because I hear such wild things all the time. But there was a few times with the book I'm reading where I'm like, I have to put this down. Like,
That's fair.
Wow.
I just got done reading a scene about a play scene, or a pew pew scene. So I was like, oh my god, I have to put this back down. I need to take a breather and then come
Yes.
back.
Wow.
Yeah,
get
it was
that.
very intense because authors, they describe it in such a detailed way too.
They have to for
Yeah.
the reader to understand.
Exactly. So like when a client's talking to me about like their kinks, it's usually more vague.
Wait, that happens?
Yeah. My clients will talk about their kinks to me. Yeah.
Wow.
All the time.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're going to, that's probably the best place.
That's
Like
for
safe
sure.
place, you
Yeah.
know, no judgment zone, more curiosity than anything. But yeah. Anything else for the two of you that's completely normal that turns you on?
I'm sure there's lots of things, but
I think a tan looks
Yeah.
good on people.
yeah.
Also, when they like roll up their sleeves,
Oh,
guys. I'm
yeah.
thinking
A
specifically
farmer's
guys.
tan?
No, fuck that. No. I guess when I think of normal things that turn me on, I always think of Jaden. Like in the
yeah.
things that he does, and he tans really well. So in the summer when he's like all golden, like tan, it just highlights his body's like definition better, and it's just like delicious.
I think just my boyfriend living, doing anything. Yep. Yep.
Aw, Colton, you'll have to send this to him. Be like, see, I was talking about you.
Talking about you.
Okay. Yeah, there's a ton. There's so many things, I think, too. Okay. The next question is, what thought process do you go through when planning for retirement while also being your age and living in the moment? I think all three of us are 23 years old, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're all 23. We're a little bit different spots in life because you two are still in grad school right now. I graduated a year ago. But yeah, tell me your thought process of this, like being currently in grad school, looking to go into your career job, and just thinking about retirement while also being your age and living in the moment. What are your thoughts with this question?
I haven't really thought about it too much. Like I haven't started like 401k or anything yet, just because like I want to be able to like pay for grad school first. But once I like am done in a year, I will start one, and I'll probably like look into like investing more and more things about just, I don't know, financial tips. But for now, my focus is surviving grad school and not being homeless.
Well, then there's definitely truth to that too, like being in your 20s and trying to have it all figured out so young. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leah, what do you think about this?
I started a Roth IRA when I was 18.
Pop off queen.
Yep.
That's a good thing to do.
So like I've got that, and then like anytime I would get money, my dad would be like, "Put it in the Roth IRA," and I'd be like, "Dad, I'm planning on going to grad school," and he was like, you'll make money back by then."
Yeah.
But like since starting grad school, I haven't like put any large amounts of money in it or anything because, well, like Alyssa, I gotta feed myself. I gotta focus on that.
Yeah. A Roth IRA is one of the best things you could probably put your money into
Yeah.
when you're like just starting out, for sure. Because you can put up to $7,000 a year, I think, into
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I think it goes without saying that none of us are financial like
No.
advisors. We
I need to
don't.
learn more.
We're not
I
professionals.
started
in it.
school, like undergrad, wanting to do accounting.
That's right.
So like I know very, very little. But,
Okay.
like,
So maybe you have a bit more expertise that you can share with us.
well, there was a class I took in high school, and it was like called personal finance, and they said if you start a Roth IRA when you're 18 and you put like however much in it in a year, like you should be able to retire a millionaire.
Ooh, yeah. When you start, the younger you start, the more you're likely to have when you're older. I know that when thinking about retirement, it's like, okay, well, how much do you want to have in retirement? Because that will depend how much you put into it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, like, because I work a 9 to 5, right? People who work salary or hourly jobs, if your job offers options like a 401k or like like if the company will match, you know, like depending, some companies will match up to 3%, some will match up to 5% or whatever. It's really helpful and a good way to do retirement. I know at my company, the first year that I worked there, they didn't match anything, But after I've worked there for a year, then they start to match. I think they just hold off to see if the employee will commit to the company,
That's fair.
which is smart. So I guess my thought process with this is when I signed up for my 401k, I forget how much of a percentage I put in. Maybe like 15% to start. I put in there because I'm still paying off a loan. So not too much. I think I recommended is like 25% of your paycheck. But I just started with 15 while I pay off some other debt. And then once I like get older and my current debt is paid off, then I'll put more in. But then I take whatever amount I have after that, right? So like say I start with, this is not my actual income, but just for numbers. Say I have like $2,000 I make every other week or twice a month. Then I put 500 of those paychecks in the 401k. Then I have 1,500 left to plan out. Then I create my budget with it. So kind of bringing it back to the being our age / living in the moment. There's a lot of things I want to do. I want to be able to go get coffee every now and then. I want to be able to go for dinner, go to a concert, live my life. Because when you are saving up for retirement, you know, it's like,
You want to live.
Life is short.
yeah.
Like, you want to actually live it while you can. And, like, you can't take money with you when you die.
Exactly.
So, like, honestly, I'm like, live for the experience.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it's good. It's a balancing act. This is why this is such a great question in my mind.
Yes.
Because, yes, on one hand, you want to save up for when you're retired and not working anymore. But also, you're going to be older.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you make it to that point, right? Hopefully, you get to that age where you can enjoy your retirement. And also, knowing that you don't want to use up your youth when your body's more able and you just have, like, maybe you don't have kids, right? Like, I don't have kids right now. This is a perfect time for me to travel. So I will budget out whatever money I have left after I've invested in my 401k. And then I'll use that money, like, okay, this amount for groceries, this amount for rent, mortgage, whatever you want to pay. And then fun expenses, like going out money or fun money, restaurants, different things you can budget out for. So that's how I personally go about planning for retirement while also trying to live in the moment. And it gives me the most security because I used to be really bad with this because I did not really budget. But now since I have a budget, I have that peace of mind when I go buy something. I'm like, okay, I can afford this, and I budget it out. I plan for this. Yeah.
I know that when, like, I start looking for a job once I'm done, people have told me that sometimes, like, jobs will look like they pay really well, but then they don't offer, like, a good 401 or Roth IRA 401k match, and, like, don't have, like, good insurance or anything like that.
Yeah, well, benefits are so important when looking at a job because, I mean, yeah, you need health insurance, you need figure out the 401k, like, what do they match, what are vision, dental, all those things. Very important because that is a part of the package when you're looking at jobs, right? Like, it's not just the income, it's also the benefits that they come with. Yeah. Have either of you started looking for your big girl jobs?
Not yet. I still have a year, but I've, like, I have, like, internships and stuff, like, hooked up, but those are just making $0 an hour.
Dang. Okay, hot topic that I don't know if we want to get into right now, but interns, pay your interns.
I know, it's so bad.
Like, come on now. Yeah.
It's like we're doing work for free.
Yeah, yeah. And like I was saying before, you're college students. We're college students. We're working. We're going to classes. If you have an internship plus a job, like, that is so
much work.
So much. So it is helpful if practicums or internships pay you at least something for your time. I know that when I had my one internship, I got some money for every billable hour. Okay. So only when I was actually doing therapy with a client would I get paid. So at least it was something. It wasn't a lot, but it was something, you know, at least compared to a lot of other things, which is like zero.
I have not started looking for jobs because I got 2 years left.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
She's going to be a doctor.
Not a medical doctor. Don't confuse them.
Occupational therapist.
Yep.
Is that the official title that you'll have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So do you have to get, like, what's your degree called? It's like medical?
It's a doctorate.
It is a doctorate.
Yes.
But it's not
It's not
medicine.
a medical doctor.
Not
like
medicine.
a medical doctor has an MD.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll just have a DOC.
DOT.
Not just. She's like, I'll just have my
TD.
doctorate.
Yeah.
Occupational therapy doctorate.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, love it. Okay. I was focused on how you were like, just my doctorate.
That's my doctor.
Not to
Own it
flex.
proud.
One of my
Own it
professors was
proudly.
like, "You're gonna go on to get your PhD," and I was like, "No, I'm not. That sounds horrible."
What a compliment, though.
That is.
Yeah, she was like, "You seem like you could be a statistician," and I was like,
What?
"I don't like research."
Oh, yeah, research. There's different niches within it,
Yes.
I feel, which is kind of nice because then you can diversify if you ever want a different experience. Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts with this question? With the planning for retirement?
No.
Okay. Question number 6. What is a green flag you notice immediately in people? I love this question. I feel like so often we focus on the red flags. It's good to
Yeah.
talk about the green flags too.
Interesting.
I feel like if somebody's polite, like if they
Yes.
hold the door for somebody, or if like you see them interacting with someone who works in customer service and they're like, "Okay, well, thank you."
Yeah,
It's like
politeness.
it's really
Yeah.
simple.
Yes.
Yes, it's so attractive too. Yeah, that's a good normal thing as
Yeah.
well. That's attractive. Green flag.
I feel like people who are like try to be friends with everyone, so just like talking to like only their friends, but like really like branch out. People that like include others
Yeah,
is like a big green flag.
absolutely.
For sure. Just like nice people. You don't even have to be like super extroverted, but just being nice to everyone. Like it seems so easy, but yeah.
Do either of you believe in karma, the concept of if you put out good, good will come back. If you put out bad, bad will come back?
I mean, kind of. I think to some extent it does, but at the same time, there could be like bad things that happen to good people at the same time. So,
I've actually never thought about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I see a lot of things where it's like bad things happen to good people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in it to a certain degree as well. Like I don't think it's universal, like black and white, kind of how it's painted. Like if you do bad things, I don't think only bad things come back to you.
Yeah.
Definitely there can be that element of bad people, good things happening to them. And vice versa, bad things happening to good people. However, I do believe that if you are genuinely being kind, like you're saying, being polite and including others, that will also come back to you as well. Like I genuinely believe that there is that reciprocity with people. And same goes if you're being a douche canoe. And getting in that green flag that you notice in people immediately. As a person who their career is built on getting to know other people,
Yeah.
asking questions about them, and occasionally I'll self-disclose some things if
Yeah.
I think it's helpful for the client or would bring us closer. But I especially notice it when other people ask me about myself. I don't know if either of you ever have noticed that when talking with somebody.
Yes.
But if they talk a lot about themselves,
Yeah.
or if you feel like, okay, I'm asking you all these questions, can you ask some things about me? So I think it's a green flag if people want to get to know me.
I agree.
Yeah,
Or even
for
if
sure.
they just ask questions, or they carry on the conversation instead of just answering the question and
Yeah.
then being done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever had a conversation with someone before?
Especially when it can get past that surface level of, oh, like, what do you do for work? What do you go to do for school? It's like, no, tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
Exactly.
Tell me the juicy details.
Yes.
Who was that guy that we called Caveman? What did he say?
Oh my gosh. So we met this dude at the bar who went on a date with our old roommate, and she was trying to talk to him, and she was like, "So what do you do?" And he was like, "Work." And then she was like, "Oh, nice. Where do you work?" And he was like, "Work."
What?
Yeah, and it's so literally they're like, "Oh, he speaks like a
caveman.
caveman. He knows
Work.
3 languages or 3 words."
Oh, so that's his nickname.
Yeah.
And he came up to one of your friends and hit on them?
Well, he was with his friend, and his friend was hitting on our friend, and it was just a whole
It was
thing.
weird. Yeah.
Sure, so you were
And
just
me
trying
and
to be
Alyssa
nice.
were just standing there dancing while they were
Yeah.
Sure.
doing whatever.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. But you were trying to be nice, right? Like, ask about them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what do you do for work?
Uh-huh.
Work. Like,
Work.
okay.
Yep.
Come on now. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of the term beige flag?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your beige flag?
Oh.
For people who don't know what that is, it's
Wait.
like a green flag is like, okay, something positive within a person where it's like, oh, that's like attractive quality. Red flag is a non-attractive quality. It's like, ooh, like stay away. A beige flag is kind of in between. Like it's a little funky, but it's not harmful to anyone. It's not toxic. It's just kind of like, that's a little strange, but okay. Like don't fault you for it either.
Not owning shorts.
You don't own shorts?
No, when a guy doesn't own shorts, like, what do you mean you don't own shorts? You live in Minnesota. It gets warm here. And then in my brain, if you don't own shorts, you don't own swim shorts, and then you don't go swimming, and then you don't go to the lakes, like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's a good one.
So
Not
weird.
owning shorts. What do you think about when someone doesn't have social media? Like if they don't have an account. I've heard people say that that's a red flag. People are like, that's a solid red flag. And then I've also heard people saying that's a beige flag.
I'd say it's like
I say it's a beige.
beige. I think it's like fine. It's
I
good.
mean, what's the reasons? Are you hiding something?
That's weird.
Or is
yeah.
it because social media is toxic and you don't want to be part of that?
I personally I appreciate it, especially from like a dating sense, if there is some sort of social media so I can kind of get a vibe on a
True,
person.
yeah.
If they don't have any social media, that to me is more leaning towards red flag. Not because they're a bad person, but it's just I can't get a
Creepy.
read on you.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what do you do? Like what are you hiding if you're hiding
Yeah.
anything? Yeah. Okay, Alyssa, what do you think is a beige flag in people or one that you have too? You could do that.
Do you have a beige flag for me?
Yes.
Oh.
Leah's like, I'll tell you what your beige flag
I
is.
just thought of a red one. Never mind.
What?
No.
Oh, now you have to say it.
Okay, well, Alyssa is never on time. And she's always lollygagging. We'll be like, okay, Alyssa, we have to leave 12 minutes ago. And she's like, okay, wait, but I have to fix my bangs. And it's like, no. Or she was like, wait, I got to tinkle. It's like, Alyssa, we got to go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
I'd say that's like a red flag, but I feel like in general, I just like to dilly dally.
Yes, she
That's my, I'm, yeah. Dilly
Okay.
dally.
I think my personal beige flag is I just discovered type C. You know,
What?
like type A, type B people. Like type A is the clean, organized, more put together person, like has routine. Type B is known for not being as organized, maybe not being as clean, more messy.
Yeah.
But I just learned type C is kind of a in between of the two.
I think that's me.
I think that's me too.
Yeah. And I think that's my beige flag is
Yeah.
that most of the time I'm pretty clean and like I am organized, put together. But occasionally, like, yeah, I do laundry and it sits in the basket unfolded
Yeah.
for a week.
Well, you got to have that.
Yeah,
Same.
or I don't make my bed one morning. So sometimes I can get, I guess, maybe a little messy sometimes. But I don't think it's to the point where it's so bad that it's more of a red flag.
Well, life gets busy, so it's hard
Yeah.
to stay on top of it.
Yeah. So I would say that's maybe my beige flag that I can think of right away.
Interesting.
Do you have a beige flag for me?
Ooh, let me think. Let's
Did you
see.
just hear my stomach?
I don't know if that picked it up.
Ben, leave that in.
Let me think. Oh, yeah, I think I have a good one. I think that, what's the word? Like, I feel like you see, like, if there's, like, a random person, think of this, like, back in, like, sophomore year when we would, like, actually go to parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like you would read random people be like, oh, he likes this person. And stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought that was fun.
It was fun, yeah.
So that's not
Wait,
a
what
beige
would
flag.
I would like get a read on people and tell you what I think about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I think he still likes you.
Yeah.
Or, like, things like that.
I could see how that would be beige flag
Yeah.
though, because it's not like harmful.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like, I don't know, reading a book by the cover.
Yeah.
As well.
It was
but
interesting.
Not in a
It was
mean
fun,
way though.
No.
Like, oh, like this person, like,
Yeah.
I think they like each other. Look at the way they're flirting
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
That was fun, yeah.
Did we come up with one for Leah?
Yeah, what's mine?
Leah's beige flag.
I can think of a lot of red flags for me.
For yourself. Oh my god. A lot of self-disclosure on this. I'm trying to think.
This is a beige flag whenever Leah is on her phone and I could be in the other room. I hear,
That is true.
Which it's funny, and she's living her best life. But sometimes I'm in my room, I'm like, oh, okay, it can't be that funny.
Leah's inherently just like naturally a little loud.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we were watching our movie or whatever, Leah sneezed. To me, that's a big flag because it's not harmful. It's not something you can control, but it scares the shit out of me.
It's so loud
because she like and then yells, like screams.
I have a dad sneeze.
Yeah, you
100%.
That's your beige flag.
One time she scared everyone at a Walmart because she sneezed and they all stopped and looked at her.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Oh God.
Or I sneezed really loud at prom, and then it was like a joke.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, hey, remember that time Leah sneezed at prom?
Yeah.
I was like, we can forget about that, actually.
Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Thanks. Human, first time on this earth. Appreciate it. Okay, question number 7. What is one self-care practice you swear by?
Interesting.
It could
Physical
be
exercise.
physical
Yeah.
exercise. Yeah,
Any
that's
type.
good. It just any movement is really
Any
good.
movement.
Yeah. I agree with that one. I really like that one. I personally like a self-care practice I swear by that you can do in a lot of different formats is talking it out. So you can talk it out with a friend or a spouse or a family member, or you could talk it out with a professional therapist, or you can not talk it out loud with anybody else. You can journal it.
Yeah.
I also even have some clients who do like voice memo notes.
That's fun.
But just like keep it for themselves. I personally love it. It's a great way to just get whatever's on your mind off. Like if you can talk it out, if you can write it on
That is
paper,
smart.
then you get it out of your head and you have it. It's freeing. It's relaxing to do that. What do you think, Alyssa?
Oh, I was recently talking with my therapist about this because she said people with anxiety, they have so much happening in their heads, like they're analyzing all these things, thinking, and I was also saying like in general, I feel like I just like live in my head a lot. I'm in Alyssa land, as Leah is familiar with. And so she gave me some strategies and I was looking some things up myself. So I've been trying, and I've been busy, but I'm going to try to start again to do like meditations that for like focusing. I look up like mindfulness or meditation for concentrating. I've been trying to journal too, just like get all my thoughts out. I've been trying to journal too, get all my thoughts out. And just being like doing the like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing with the senses, being mindful of everything and just really trying to stay present.
Yeah.
Those
are all great.
Yeah.
I think self-care, depending on who you talk to, a lot of people, when they hear the word self-care, I think immediately go to face masks, spa, different things like that, which that is a form of self-care.
for sure.
But it's also more than that. It's like what Leah was saying. It's physical exercise. It's what I was saying. It was talking with somebody, journaling, what you were saying, Alyssa, mindfulness, trying to get back present with the moment. Self-care can also look like setting boundaries with people.
Yes.
Like
Or like
Yeah.
my boundary is like I do not do homework. I do not study while I'm eating. Like when I'm eating, that is my time to like do like I'll watch a Netflix show or I'll watch TikTok or I'll just talk to my friends if I'm at school. Like I do not do work while I am eating.
that's such a good one. I
That is
love
good.
that. Like actually taking your breaks and using them. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I think taking breaks makes a big difference. Like you think like I have so much to get done. But I feel like my mind stays like fresher throughout the whole day if I just take little breaks
Yeah.
in between. Yeah. So I've gotten better at that, but it's definitely good for self-care.
I just did an episode called The Art of Doing Nothing and Not Feeling Bad About It
I agree.
a few episodes back. And I talked a lot about that concept that you were talking about, Alyssa, of like quote unquote wasted time. Because when we're taking breaks, sometimes we feel that guilt of I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And it's like, no, like let that go, because it's actually more helpful if you take the break
For sure.
and you rest. Like you'll be more creative, you'll be more focused when you are done with your break and you have to go do your task. So I love that.
Yeah.
as
Rest
well.
is productive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Love it. Okay, next question is, how do you think online dating has helped or hurt modern dating culture?
I feel like nobody knows how to go up to people in public anymore.
Yeah.
Like they're scared of it.
I would agree with that. I think that it's easier to maybe more protect yourself through a screen and going through Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, whatever. It's a little less vulnerable compared to going up to someone in a bar or at a class or at work, just because there's not that rejection that's like in your face
Yeah.
where you see this person. It's online. So I think that could be both a positive and a negative, where for some people, like, it's a good middle ground of getting some exposure to the dating world and also is hurting the natural, like,
Yeah.
meet cute that some people really want.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want that. Oh, we met in person at
I
the
do.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leah wants that. Confidence is key to, I think, being able to go up to somebody in person and start that connection. Yeah. Any other thoughts with that question? Like how online dating has helped or hurt modern culture, dating culture?
I feel like there's people who have like met their partners, like you.
Yeah.
Like you've met your partners on dating apps and it like goes really, really well. So that's like great. But then I've also heard like horror stories of people.
Yeah.
And you have to like really weed out people. I feel like, yeah, be picky when you're like on the apps. But yeah, I haven't really had much experience.
Yeah. I especially with online dating, because when you're in person and can meet somebody, it is, in my opinion, easier for me to get a read on them.
Yeah.
Because
for
I see
sure.
their
That's
mannerisms, I see the way they talk and they
True.
hold themselves.
Yeah.
But when it's online, it's hard to get that read. And sometimes when you want to take safety precautions, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to tell a friend where you're going, share your location, maybe have a check-in during your date. So sometimes online dating, I think, makes the risk of like safety
Yeah.
higher, if that makes sense. Yeah. A concern for that. Yeah. Okay. I really liked that question.
Yeah.
I think there's more that could be discovered in there, but I know this is already getting pretty long. The next question, this is our second to last question. Would you tell a friend if you don't like their significant other? And if you would, how would you go about it?
Yes, I would, and yes, I have.
Ooh, tell us more. I'm sat.
Because it's like, I more so go about it like out of a place of like love.
Yes.
Be like, this person brings out a side of you that like you don't even like, and like this person is making you sad. Like this person isn't like making you happy like how you should be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
more out of a side of love and caring.
Yeah.
And also like I feel. You have to use I feel, because otherwise
Yes,
people
yes.
feel like they're being attacked.
Yes.
Yeah. The way you talk about things is very important.
And then also like let them know like I support you either way, but like these are my concerns.
I agree that it definitely matters how you go about it.
For sure.
I also would tell a friend if I don't like their significant other. But to your point, Leah, I wouldn't say you are making a huge mistake dating this person.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
they're so bad for you.
Yeah.
But change it to I am concerned.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it seems like you and this person are not on the same level. Like you're looking for different things, or I'll bring up the facts
Yes.
of what's going on. I'm like, okay, like
That's
remember
what I
that
do too.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
the
like,
actual thing that happened.
Yes.
exactly. It's helpful to have those things to
sure.
back up your case. Because, like, remember that time that they stood you up and you were crying, you called me crying?
Yes.
Like, do you
Yeah.
want to feel that way? Like, is that a person you want to invest your time in?
Yeah.
It's an investment.
it is.
It is. Like, it's your
really is.
time, it's your energy,
Your mental
and
health.
Yep.
all these things. So, investing it in something that's going to bring you back a lot of return
Yes.
is important. What are your thoughts with this, Alyssa?
I'd say I'm more like I feel like Leah's more bold than I am, but I feel like I would hint at it. Like I would, I'd maybe like try.
You
to
go about it in like a
less
hinting around.
Yeah, more like a hinting. Be like, oh, that's like interesting, and like kind of just like make hints. But I think if it was like
How might you do that? Can you give an example of how you might kind of beat around the bush in a way? Hint at it?
I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll be like,
I thought of one for you.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so there's this one time where Alyssa, like, said to someone, like, oh, you and this person would look really good together.
Oh,
like, that
yes.
was what her way of hinting. Be like,
Yeah.
this other person might be better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or like sometimes I'll be on Pinterest or like social media and I'll see like a quote that's like super relatable to this person's situation. I'll be like, oh,
Send
just
it to
thought you
them.
might want to see this. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious to know where your thought process is with like, okay, I'm going to hint at it rather than be more direct and like just say your concerns.
yeah.
Is there, like, are you trying to save the friendship? Like, what's the reason there?
I think, yeah, probably just because I'm a people pleaser. But
And you're afraid of confrontation.
yeah, that too. That's also a big issue. But I think,
Well, I think that's normal for that thought to cross a person's mind.
yeah,
And like to what Leah was saying,
Yeah.
is like how you go about it.
yeah.
But that's totally fair.
Yeah, I think I'm less direct and I try to like have empathy and like think about it from the person's situation and just try to like be loving and
Yeah.
just give them good advice. I don't know, but
Be there for them if they need
Yeah.
someone to talk to and
yeah.
a ear to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, I like that. Any other thoughts with how you would do this? Or other perspectives? Okay. The last question is, do you believe that money buys happiness, and to what extent?
I think it depends on how you use it. 'Cause like obviously there's like millionaires, billionaires that are like extremely unhappy. They've like lost all their friends. A lot of people are into like buying material things, which is really great.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could do that. But I think if you used your money to like donate and help people, you're going to feel rewarded. You're going to feel like you're making a difference. If you use it to travel and see the world, that's also going to make you happier. If you use it to like invest in your health. Yeah, things like it just really depends on how you use it. But I think, yeah, it's tricky.
I always tell clients and people who I come across that it doesn't necessarily buy you the dopamine of happiness.
Yeah.
However, money creates opportunities that allow for happiness.
Yeah.
Right? Like you were saying, Alyssa, you can travel if you don't have the burden of like not being able to pay debt or medical bills.
For sure.
That is a sense of privilege and freedom that can definitely create opportunities for happiness. And then also to your other point of like there are people who are wealthy beyond reason and are not happy. It's okay, now what do you do? Now that you don't have to concern yourself with how you're going to afford this and have these opportunities, do you, like when you travel, do you bring your family with you and create memories that generate that happiness? Or are you going to sit in your mansion watching some rerun of some reality TV show and just kind of sit there with your irrational thoughts and whatever?
I agree. Like, it can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you something that makes you happy.
Yeah.
But, like, most of the time, like, it might be adrenaline. Like, in the moment, I'm so happy, but it's not going to, like, cure depression.
Right.
Like, it's something that can make you happy in the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also, like, materialistic items, you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this one thing would make me happy to have, right?
And, like, traveling, that's, like, the experience makes you happy. The money itself didn't make you happy.
Yeah.
It just, like you said,
Yeah.
gave you the opportunity.
Or
100%.
like I think like therapy like is expensive. Like it could like help you afford that. It's more self-care things which will like help you
Generate
manage
that.
emotions and make you happy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all in all, the money buying happiness, it doesn't buy you that emotion of it
Yeah.
or automatically give you that dopamine that happiness provides, but it gives you opportunities
Yeah.
to be happy. Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, I appreciate you guys sticking through this with me and
Yeah,
answering
thanks for
all these
having us.
questions. Yeah. Any last thoughts you want to say before we close up here?
Not that I can think of.
No.
Okay. What do you have planned for the rest of your day?
Studying.
Study.
Yeah, I need to get work done.
And I have uploading to do so that Ben can get to editing this for us. Well, thanks for being here. It was great to have you. And
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
yeah. If you, listener, liked what you heard, please leave a review, leave a comment, share with people in your life. Shout out to my editor, Ben. He works really hard to edit all these podcasts and clips for us and to get them out. So thank you to him. If you want to hear more about Life in Motion, you can follow me on Instagram at life.in.motion24. My TikTok is life_in_motion24. My email is life.motion24@gmail.com. I'll also keep it in the show notes below so you can just copy and paste. And yeah, I upload episodes every Thursday, so definitely stay tuned in to hear all about Life in Motion. Until next week, embrace the chaos and find the beauty. Bye!